here's your door. Here's this. Oh my gosh. And then you have to put in the code. And then...
Shut it. Okay, we gotta shut it before the alarm goes off.
So what we learned is there's a timer on it. So if you don't close the door quickly enough, an alarm will go off. We're on day 2 in Korea. Last night was, I feel like we did so much. We went to the subway, we ate snacks, we went out to eat, walked around, bought stuff. Yeah, so we kind of slept in because we drank a lot last night, and my butt bites got even bigger. We are getting ready and we are going to take a class. We're meeting at a cafe. There's a teacher, she's going to teach us some Korean and kind of how to interact with people and stuff like that. So that'll be exciting. We also were able to get in contact with our biological parents, and we're trying to make plans to meet up with them. It will be in a couple of days. We're going to go out to where we were born. So the light for the bathroom is on the outside of the room. So you turn it on first. That's something that I had to like remember every time. And then literally, like as you can see, everything's just connected. It's not like a separate stall for the shower. So they have this curtain here that you can use to close off the toilet area so that stuff doesn't get all wet. And then what you have here is the shower's hooked up to the sink. So you just pull this up and then you turn on the water and the water will come out of the faucet. We did have trouble on our first day because the water ended up going all the way out onto the floor. So our Airbnb owner, he had to put something on the door to help stop that. So it's not as big of an issue. So when I was in Korea, I wasn't able to do a lot of recording out in public because there's a lot of loud music and I didn't want to get hit with copyright issues. And then there was also a lot of places that just did not allow you to record. So I tried to take pictures, and the videos that I did record, there's going to be music over it. And there's only so much you can explain through just like a simple little caption. So I wanted to kind of insert this little video to kind of give a little bit of more of an explanation of what kind of happened during the trip. So I am obviously back home and we're in the middle of a hailstorm, and I'm out in it. So through the Airbnb, we ended up doing like a little kind of a language class. It's with a lady. I'll link her information down below. She has a business, and I think it's called Haja Korean, which means let's go. We ended up going to a place, I think it was called Tusum Cafe or Tusum Place, I think. And it's a really cute little cafe. There's cafes all over Korea. So it was the instructor along with another girl who purchased the class, and my twin and I. So the instructor had a booklet for each of us, which was really nice. It was very professional, very well organized, and she had her lesson plan. It was about, I think it was a 2-hour class. I don't even remember. She was great. So what she does is she teaches you the basic greetings, and then she goes over how do you order food in a restaurant. And she went over money, and we practiced that, and she just went through like really practical things that we would need to go through. Like if we went to a store, how would we purchase something? How do we ask how much something is? And then she also went through how do we, explain, where we're from and our name, things like that. It was really nice. It was just really informative. She even taught us how to write, how to spell our name. It was just a lot in a short period of time, but not overwhelming. And then you keep the booklet, you get a nice little certificate at the end. And then we even each received a free online class. So when we come home, we can do that with her. I cannot wait to set up my free online class because she's an incredible instructor. It was awesome. She's really nice. If you have the chance to do a class with her, whether it's online or in person, I highly recommend it. And it was so helpful. We utilized the information that we went over as soon as we learned it. Actually, I personally wished we had taken the class almost a day earlier because we had gone to a market the day before, and the information we learned was really, really helpful. So anyway, so then later in the day, we met up with my twin's friend that she met the last time she was there. His name is Adam, and he took us out to eat. We went to a barbecue place. Basically, when you go to the barbecue places, they give you your raw meat, and you have a grill at your table, and you grill the meat yourself. The meat is lightly marinated, so it's kind of bland. It's not overly salted or anything like that, or over seasoned, because then you get a whole lot of sides. You get rice, and then you have like different seasonings and a soup usually, and a salad, like kind of like leafy greens and things like that, and you put it all together. So your sides are usually the things that are more salty. And you have to cook up the meat. So he grilled the meat, he cut it up for us, he really took care of us. He told us kind of what to do. He told us like what to ask the waiters for. You have to actually ask the waiters to switch out the grill when it gets too charred. And it was really nice. He really took care of us. It felt like an older brother was hanging out with us and taking care of us, because then afterwards he took us out for dessert, and it was just really nice, and he was awesome to talk to. So it was a great experience. Really, really psyched that we got to meet him. I wished we could have hung out with him again, but there just wasn't enough time, but it was nice. Anyway, all right, so that's what that video is.